Hi everybody, this is the baseball head, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion, your host, the hut, and here we are back at the baseball hut too. I hope you like this video and subscribe. Let's talk about the New York Yankees. New York Yankees were winning 7-3 in the ninth inning against the Miami Marlins, and they blew it. They blew the game. They blew the game. I was watching it. I was like, you know what? They got runners on first and second. Let me watch this game and see how Clay Holmes gets out of this one. Clay Holmes is a guy that has pitched. He pitched for the Pirates. He's a really lousy reliever. He's pitched a little bit better with the Yankees, but every so often he has a doozy, and he blew it big time, big time. Guy had a 4-run lead. This is the first time in the ninth inning they've blown a lead 4 runs or more since 2021, and I think it's the most runs they've blown in a game. They had 5 runs since 2011. Holy shit. I know one thing. Clay Holmes is not going to be in Monument Park anytime soon. That's for sure. What I'm saying, he's not going to get his number retired. There's not going to be a plaque memorializing his time here with the Yankees. That's what I'm trying to say. But the Yankees are in disarray. They're a last place team. They're the first last place team in New York. The second last place team is the New York Mets. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But the New York Yankees are 2 games, I think 2 games over 500. Let me just double check here. And meanwhile, please subscribe. Yes, they are 2 games over 500. Last place. So they are teetering on the edge of oblivion. Ooh. They really are. I mean, they're very close to being a below 500 team for the first time since, what, 1992? That's a long time. They have a losing record. Brian Cashman, who's been the general manager since 1998, he has done a terrible job. The rumor was that he wanted to, get rid of some of his veteran players at the deadline. He was overridden by his owner, but he's done a terrible job, quite frankly, over the last few years. They've had a very difficult time getting over the hump when it comes to Houston. Been unable to defeat the Houston Astros over the last few years, and because of that, it's been very difficult for this team to they hit a wall with this team, and they will not make changes. They keep doubling down on whatever they have. They have a lousy offense. If you take Aaron Judge out of that lineup, they're garbage, complete total trash. Let me go through some of the numbers. The OPS is just pathetic. As you know, 100 OPS plus is considered average for a major leaguer. Anything below that is below average, and everything above that is above average, percentage-wise. Kyle Higashioka, he's been the primary catcher. His OPS plus is 82. His OPS 664, pathetic. Aaron Rizzo, I'll get to him momentarily, but I'll give you his numbers. His OPS plus is 96. His OPS plus is 96. His OPS is 706. 700 is kind of averages for OPS. It's on base plus slugging. Anthony Rizzo got concussed back in back in May, at a collision at first base, and since then I guess he's had all kinds of problems, and the Yankees, I don't know if they didn't diagnose it or they didn't do their due diligence with it, but head injury is a serious situation. It's a serious thing. He could have died, and they did really a terrible job taking care of him. And he is a guy that, at his age, and this is a guy that's had all kinds of health issues, as you know. He's a cancer survivor. They should have been much more on to this than they were, to be frank with you. Lieber Torres, one of the few guys that has a OPS plus above 100, 115. His OPS is 780, and he's a guy who's very inconsistent. He does a lot of weird things. A lot of weird things on the bases, a lot of weird things on the field. But he does have power. He's got 18 home runs, 49 RBIs is actually kind of low for his, with 400 plus at bats, very low. That tells you the sort of weirdness of his game. Anthony Volpe, the heir to Derek Jeter. The media pushed him so hard on the fans, on the Yankee fans, that he was the next coming, or at least more like the next going. Coming and going is more like it. Anthony Volpe, 22 years old. He's got an OPS plus of 84. So that means he's 16% less than the average major leaguer. He's got an OPS of 668. And 385 at-bats. He's got 120 strikeouts. That's almost a third of his at-bats. It's pathetic. His on-base percentage, 292. Hitting 210. For a guy that's supposedly a big base stealer, he's only got 20 stolen bases. This is with the new rules and with the bigger bases. Pathetic. He should have 40 stolen bases. Based off of the reputation that was pushed on by the media with onto the fans, with the Yankee fans. DJ LeMahieu, done. 91 OPS plus. 688 OPS. Pathetic. Isaiah kind of falafel. IKF. OPS plus 91. He's just a utility guy this rate. Harrison Bader. The sort of once in the future and the future Mickey Mantle. His OPS plus 95. This is the guy that they made such a big, the Yankee fans made such a big deal about. OPS 710. Aaron Judge. Oh, it's good to see Aaron finally decide to come and play for the Yankees with that mysterious toe injury. The most mysterious toe injury in the history of the New York Yankees. His OPS plus 187. His OPS 1053. So only can get on the field. Again, I wonder if the New York Yankee fans are going to have a problem with this contract, and if he's going to have a problem with his contract in the next 2 or 3 years. Speaking of which, the DH, Giancarlo Stanton, 100 OPS plus 100. He's average offensively. He's actually got an OPS of 736, believe it or not, but hit 206. Pathetic. You talk about a guy that took that big contract from the Marlins, went to the Yankees, and he's done absolutely nothing for the Yankees. You talk about a guy, what a bad trade that was for the Yankees. And that contract is absolutely hamstrung their organization. They figured, we'll get it over on Derek Jeter. He doesn't know what he's doing. Yeah, okay. Well, he got it over on them, didn't he? Oswaldo Cabrera. No good. Jake Bauers. So the guy, I guess he played first today. And that debacle in Miami. His OPS plus 109. 11 home runs, 193 at-bats. Let's go through the pitching. The person that everyone should feel sorry for, I don't, is Jared Cole. Because Jared Cole pitched well, and he didn't get the win. He pitched well. The Yankees' pathetic, and the heart means pathetic, offense scored 7 runs for him, and they blew the game. And the bullpen blew the game. So he pitched his ass off again, and the Yankee bullpen blew it. You got Clark Schmidt, nothing special. Domingo Germán, hopefully he gets out of rehab at some point. Luis Severino, the self-professed worst pitcher in baseball. Take a look at these numbers, kids. He's 2-7 with an 8.06 ERA and 63 2/3 innings. He's given up 62 runs, 57 earned runs, 92 hits over 63 2/3 innings, 18 home runs. Pathetic. And strikeouts under 9 per 9 innings. Terrible. Clay Holmes. I didn't have to calculate his numbers, but he had given up 3 runs in the last 35 games prior to today, and he gave up 5 runs. Terrible. He's very overrated. This Yankee bullpen's very overrated, to be honest with you. Michael King is okay, nothing special. Albert Abreu, nothing special. Wandy Peralta, what the hell is this guy? This guy like 90 years old? He looks like he's 50 years old at this rate. Old pitcher. Carlos Rodon, you talk about someone stealing money. Carlos Rodon stealing money from the Yankees. Unbelievable. And of course, Nestor Cortez, who pitched great for a year or two, and now he's going to type, and that is really a lousy pitcher, but now he's hurt. his numbers before he got hurt is 4.97 ERA, 63 and thirds innings, 35 earned runs given up, 11 home runs. 11 home runs in 63 and third innings. That's pathetic. He's pitching to what he is. He had a good run, and that's that. I mean, the Yankees are pretty lousy. They play like a last place team. They had a performance today of the last place team. Last place teams give up big innings in the ninth inning. And this is not the 61 Yankee lineup that they were going up against down there in Miami. Clay Holmes was behind the count. Most of if not all of the batters that he faced, except for Arias. He had Josh Bell. He should have. The ball got hit to Josh. Josh Bell hit the ball back up the middle. It hit off Clay Holmes' body. He should have settled himself in and thrown a strike to first, but he rushed himself. Josh Bell is average speed at best, but he rushed the throw. It wasn't even close to hit going to first, and that really was the ball game. And once Arias came up and drove that ball down the line, they were going to lose that game. That's how last place teams play, especially on the road. They play terribly on the road. I mean, we've seen this with the New York Mets, how poorly they played. If you're a subscriber to this channel and you're a Met fan. You've seen it. We've seen it. I've seen it. Well, let me know what you think about this video. Of course, please subscribe to the Baseball Hut. Thanks for watching. Baseball Hut 2. I'm alright. And I'll see you later.